What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Thomas Gallery, and today we have a very cool drawing here. This is, well, I want to say the original character, but the name of this particular character is called The Crow. And for those who do not know about this particular character, The Crow is based on a movie starring Brandon Lee. Now, for those who don't know who Brandon Lee is was the son of famous martial artist, filmmaker Bruce Lee. And he passed away, and also, well, he meaning Bruce Lee, and his son, Brandon Lee, passed away. But before Brandon Lee passed away, he made a movie called The Crow. And The Crow, it came out like in '94, I believe. And it was a story about a young musician, who was killed by some idiots. And not only did they kill him, they killed and raped his girlfriend. And what happened is, when he was buried, the like this, I guess one called the spirit of death. I'm not really what you want to know, sure what you want to call it, but the spirit of death came upon his tombstone and tapped on it. And I guess because he did that, that brought back the body of Brandon Lee's character, and kind of like a spirit of vengeance thing. So Brandon Lee was resurrected from his grave, and he went on a mission to find and kill those who had murdered him and his girlfriend. So he goes out and he searches all of the people who had a hand in his murder. And what he does is he puts face paint on. He's more known for his face paint. It's simple, but it's very famous. It kind of reminds me of Sting, the wrestler Sting. For those who don't know who Sting is, just watch WCW, WWE. Just type in Sting, and you'll see a man with face paint. And during that time, because this movie came out in 1994, during that time, the face paint was big in wrestling. So when this movie came out, it was a very popular movie. And Brandon Lee's character put face paint on, and he went out on a hunt. When I say he went out on a hunt, he went out on a hunt slash killing spree for anybody who had a hand in his I guess girlfriend, wife, fiance's death. And in that, during his life and his girlfriend's life, they befriended a little girl who was cool with them, cool with him and his girlfriend. And when he came back, she didn't believe that he was alive. Like, she was messed up by the news of his death. So he came back and she recognized it. Like, hey, he's back. He's back. So he goes looking. Looking for the killers. He eventually finds the killers, of course, and he gets his revenge. And the thing is, what keeps him alive is the bird, the crow that brought him back to life, is the reason why he stays alive. Without the crow, if the crow dies, then he dies. So this doesn't get discovered until the end of the movie, where he fights the main person, like the head of the crew that you know, got him killed. So, and it's set like in a very, very, dark, dingy setting. Always, it was always raining. Like I can't remember a day, well, except for like the end of the movie, where it wasn't raining. Like it was always raining. It was always dark. That's how this was set. And he didn't hurt. He only went for the people who wanted to who killed him. Like it was a cop that got caught up in the middle of all this, and he didn't quite know what to do with it. And Brandon Lee's character didn't harm him. You know, the police officer was like, you know what, this is like beyond my comprehension. I'm just gonna go ahead and, you know, just going about my business. So, excuse me. The thing is, with him, what makes him unique is he has white face paint. That's it. His outfit is simply white face paint. White face paint, like some black eyeliner, and he looks like where the idea of Heath Ledger was, like, this is where I would say the idea of Heath Ledger's Joker was inspired by this. Like if you look at The Crow, and then you look at Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker in The Dark Knight, you can see the influence of Brandon Lee's character. Because when I finish this, people are going to say, hey, you're drawing Heath Ledger. I'm not. If you look up The Crow, you will see that the influence is apparent. It's very, very apparent. Means only thing that's covered of him is his face. Everything else is, it's just regular, but his face paint is not. Like it was, the first movie was good. Like they tried to do a second movie. They even tried to do a TV show in the early to mid '90s. Like the first movie came out in '94. Came out in '94, and like this was a hit. Like people don't understand like how much of a hit this was when it first came out. It was the first time I actually got a chance to see, like, well, not really, but one of the first few movies where you actually get to see like the person regenerating. Like if a person got shot, you actually can see the bullet hole close up. Like you saw that really on The Crow, because of the scene where Brandon Lee character The Crow got shot in the hand, where he held the gun to the person to the barrel of the gun. The person shot it, and he was like, "Ow, ow, ow!" And he started laughing. Then he put up his hand, and you can see the hole closing in his hand. So that lets you know how much ahead it was. So yeah, this is actually pretty simple. A very quick drawing. It's probably one of my fastest drawings because it's so simple. Like the drawing is literally, it's all black. It's all black and white. Black, white, and a whole lot of grays. Oops. Almost messed up, y'all. It's the 12th, not 21st. It's always raining, so. Shit, pretty simple. Like I said, if anybody want to know about this, just look up the crow, and you will see. You will see the influence. Hope y'all enjoy this. And ladies and gentlemen, I give to you The Crow, my rendition of The Crow. So hope y'all enjoy it. Leave a comment below, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will catch you all later. Peace.